We are here in Forest Hills, New York at Forest Hills Stadium, the first stadium built specifically for the game of tennis. We're here with the one, the only, the legendary Billie Jean King, 39 Grand Slam titles, co-founder of World Team Tennis. And here we are. Tell us about what we're doing here tonight.
Well, it's great. It's great in so many ways. You have old and young and old and all that. Because most of the U.S. Opens I won was right here at Westside Tennis Club. I mean, this big stadium, we used to have grass courts. And what we've done is we brought tennis back. They brought concerts back, but we brought tennis back with Milan World Team Tennis. And tonight, the New York Empire team, which is their first year back. I played for New York back in the old days for the sets and for the Apples. That's the reason
New York Apples, right?
Yes, but that's the reason I live in New York. That's the reason I live in New York. It's the reason Virginia Wade still lives in New York. It all started because of team tennis, and people don't realize that. They think it's probably U.S. It has nothing to do with the Open. We played for our city, New York, so it was great.
Has it been important to you to get other tennis players? Andy Roddick, a co-owner of
the league,
the league,
and Venus Williams is a co-owner. Yes, we want to bring in younger. I'm getting older, so we want to bring in younger people.
And you've got lots of great young people playing for New York and Philadelphia right now.
We've got all the best. We got a lot of the best players on the ATP and the WTA tour. The people you see at the U.S. Open, the people you see in all these great majors. We have most of the best players in the world. A lot of them play. We have a draft like the NBA or baseball or football or NFL or anybody else, which people don't realize. Sometimes you don't get the player you want. Sometimes you get a better player than you thought you'd get. It's nerve-wracking. I cannot tell you when we have it. We had it in Miami this year, the draft, and everybody was just pulling our hair out like, oh, it's just scary. So, and the Washington Kastles have won 5 years, so they're the ones that everyone's out to beat this year, and they're amazing with Leander Paes and Martina Hingis, and they keep winning. They won the U.S. Open last year. I think they won the Australian this year. They've won so many mixed titles, and in World Team Tennis we have a set of everything. So we're not just interested in singles players, we're just in great doubles players, because 3 out of the 5 sets are doubles, so that's 60% of the scoring effort. That's so important. So the way we choose is different, and the home coach decides the order of the sets each night. So home court advantage is huge, just like in basketball, baseball, football. It's amazing. We're a team sport, and we're equal. We're equality. We have equal men and women on each team. And we started it. The reason I love it, it's if children come out to watch, they see men and women. First of all, competition is so intense. This is where I got the most nervous, the most intense was when I played. Yes, because I'm not just playing for myself. I'm playing for my team. I'm playing for my city. It's very, very important. I love team sports better. My brother played 12 years of Major League Baseball, Randy Moffett, and he was a relief pitcher with the San Francisco Giants. So I grew up in team sports. I love basketball. So the reason I love Milan World Team Tennis so much is it's team. It's more than about yourself. It's much more inclusive. It's much more. It's this bigger universe, and I've always been drawn to that. How can I make the world a better place? And if you watch a Milan World Team Tennis match, you see my philosophy on life. It's men and women together working, leadership and supportive roles, but more important, it's the competition. It gets really, it gets tense. And you've got to win the last game, not the last set, to win the match. So it can, down to the very end, you can go into extended time and everything. And we play no ad, so it's going fast, it's dramatic. It's just, I love it. And you don't have to be quiet.
I know. Well, that's what I was going to say. You've got music here.
He's going, Ruben, are we going to be too noisy? I go, no, just go. It's
well,
great.
You go to you watch Wimbledon, you watch the U.S. Open. You can't make a sound.
Not as far as what your job. You're right. It's tough. We don't care. We want you out here. We want you yelling for your team, having fun, and we can talk. And we're the first ones to have music. When you go to the U.S. Open, you go to anything. Just think about us. We're the first ones to have music. We're the first ones to hit balls into the stands. We're the first ones to let the people keep the ball, like a foul ball in baseball. We're the first ones to, when you see a guy at the back, the linesman standing, we're the first ones to do that. We're the first ones to have the challenge, when you see the challenge. We just keep pushing the game. As we're like the innovators. We're like the think tank. We keep pushing them to make it more fan-friendly. It's all about the fans, making the fans happy. Fans are everything, and growing the sport and developing the sport of tennis. That's what we want.
What inspired you to start team tennis?
Because in the 1960s, I told my former husband when we were dating at the Cal State LA Library, I said I want tennis to be a team sport. I want to have equality, and I want men and women, and I want to go fast. I want it to not last over 2.5 hours, just like a basketball game. I want the players on the court. I want mascots. I want it like a basketball game, like, you know, March Madness. That's what I want it like. Just like March Madness, crazy. I want people to really love it and be invested in their team and all that. Yeah.
Is it a challenge getting people to come and watch the
This is
the
our
matches?
first year. This is our first year, so it takes 5 years to make an event or to make things happen. So we got to get started. But I must tell you, the Westside Tennis Club's been great. The sound system, because they have concerts, it's beautiful, and the court looks absolutely gorgeous. If you take a photo of it, you'll see that it's going to be fantastic. So we'll just keep growing slowly but surely. But we also give a lot back to the community, because we do all year long. We'll start getting much more involved all year long. But like, for instance, we're going to do a clinic here with 6 different courts, and there'll be 6 different languages on each court. So this is a melting pot in Forest Hills. So any of the kids nearby can come, they can find the court where they feel the most comfortable with, what language do they feel most comfortable. So we want to get them in tennis, keep them in tennis, because tennis is a sport of a lifetime. If you give them the gift of tennis, look what it's done for my life. I mean, I'm a park and rec kid. We want access. We want kids to be able to have fun, play it, maybe get a scholarship to college, maybe become a CEO. I don't care, as long as they're happy. But it's healthy, and it's great for their mind, body, and soul.
Looking forward to the Olympics?
Of course, I'm looking forward to it. But right now, you know, with the Milan World Team tennis season, I got to stay focused. That's my core business. And I keep in touch with, like, Mary Carrillo, who's there, announcer, and she works all year, does stories all year, and now they'll be seeing all her stories. And I just wish, you know, I hope the USA bring it home, man, bring it home. And I've been fortunate enough to be the coach twice, in '96 and in 2000. So I've been there, and when I played tennis, we didn't have it in the Olympics, so at least I got to be the coach and have that experience. But good luck to our Americans in every sport, and to everyone that they stay healthy down there in Rio.
Billie Jean King, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Ruben. It's great seeing you.
Great to see
All
you
right,
too.
everybody, come on out. Westside Tennis Club. Let's go. Bring it on, Empire.